everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Explore the Spectrum. I'm your host, Jeanetta, and we're joined with Shelly. Hey, Shelly, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Really well. Thank you for asking. I am so excited to share with our audience some of the stuff you've been working on. So, Shelly, you have this Shellys Bean Bags, right? So it kind of gives away a little bit of the what's to come. But you have approached working with our kids in this community in a very unique way. And in ways that I hope other people are inspired to use their imagination and start coming up with good solutions as well. Tell us a little bit about your organization.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me. Super excited to be here. I am a speech language pathologist and I work in a collaborative setting. So, reading to children is essential. And I have found that adding a tactile component such as bean bags has been it has been able to make the experience for students much more meaningful and fun and has actually let them become part of the story. So if you're reading Brown Bear, what do you see? The students can label and match the bean bags of the characters. So all of the characters have a bean bag with a printed colorful board maker picture on one side. I have a license with board maker to use their pictures on their symbols on my bean bags. And on the other side is the printed word to promote early literacy. So all of the characters have the picture and the printed word. And during a lesson or when reading at home, they can label and match the characters. And when the story is over, they can sequence all the characters and talk about what the brown bear saw first, next, last. So here's an example of the red bird. He also saw a blue horse. So if you're reading the story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, you can have the students, here's the caterpillar, sequence the foods that the caterpillar ate. So he ate an apple. Here are the pears. And by using these, it helps students with direction following skills, expressive language skills, story retell, and I just want to show you this cute thing. So, as I said, I work at a collaborative school, and the high school students at my school made me this caterpillar in wood shop made of
Genius.
wood. Isn't this amazing?
I
So
adore it.
this can toss in everything that he ate. It's so big. So it's just been
I
a lot
love
of fun.
this.
Thank you. There you
So
go.
here's the beauty, and I mean these are all things that you know, but here's the beauty of it: is looking at it through a parent lens. We know that our kids struggle with having focus for extended periods of time, and when you give them something to hold, I mean, that's just a brilliant thing to be able to give them something to hold, right? That's always good. But then when you make it sensory friendly, a bean bag, something that they can manipulate and something they can fidget with while they're listening to a story, is just, it takes the level of brilliance to a new level. And the fact that you have images and words on it, that's where things just become genius. And I know that I'm climbing a ladder, but it's the one thing that really resonates with me on how smart and organically smart this is. It's saying, you know what? If we need a kid to be able to hold something and fidget to keep them focused, here we go. If we need them to see a flashcard or a word, here it is written for them. And they're going to be flipping that thing back and forth. There's no way that they can't have it resonate. This is just absolutely wonderful. And I applaud you for being so imaginative, all the way down to having something that you can toss the bags into as a reward almost. Or I don't know, you might use it as something different. But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we're reading, we're looking at these bags, they're looking at the pictures, they're looking at the words. That's, smart. But if you get through all of the things I ask you to do, we will toss each one of these aside. It's just great.
Yeah,
So
geez.
do you work with people in other geographical footprints from where you're at? Is this a system that only you use, or do you sell this to the general public?
I sell my bean bags, and I have a website called shellysbeanbags.com. And viewers can purchase my bean bags through my website, just one E in Shellys. Also, if you would like to email me through the website, I can offer a discount to viewers on my beanbag sets. So I use them with my
I
students and also sell them.
Okay, so these different kits, I imagine that you have several different kits because once you get through one book, you'd want to use it again with something else. What age do you feel like is best going to respond to this? What is the target in your mind?
I have found that ages 3 through kindergarten are that's a perfect age range. But a lot of the students that I work with have autism, and their skill levels, can very much vary. So I really do use them with all ages and levels, and it can be modified. So yes, and I have different books. Like, this is just an example of, I have a friend who's an artist, and she drew me this blue truck to go with the little blue truck. So I have multiple stories of the beanbags.
Fantastic. And so your series that you've done so far has already started helping children. And I imagine that you're going to start hearing from some of the different viewers, from our parents, or from some of our different therapists that are going to be excited to try this out as well. If you are a parent or a professional, I really encourage you to look at these different programs and at this sophisticated package, because it is sophisticated. It's simplistic, but it's brilliant. I just absolutely adore somebody coming up with such a great idea. I know that it's something that I want to look into more for my family, and I hope that other families do the same. So you let everybody know how to reach you. Is there anything that you want to offer as a word of encouragement before we go?
Just that even though so many students can have challenging behaviors, that there are ways to help them through it.
I love that. And that's true. We just have to individualize things for our kids. So thank you for being with us and sharing what you've been up to. And thank you for being so open minded, coming up with a great concept.
Thanks again for having me.
And to all of our viewers, thank you for joining us as we continue to explore the possibilities.